Hey, Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we are with Linda. She is from the Lighthouse Museum. Linda, thanks for joining us.
Hi there. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Linda, give us a little background on you. Where did you grow up and talk a little bit about your career?
Well, I grew up in Brooklyn, which is right across the bridge from Staten Island. And I came before the bridge, so that's a big deal if you're a New Yorker. We call ourselves BBs before bridge. But we are, yes, I had a very, very background in education and healthcare. And then eventually I wound up being the executive director of the National Lighthouse Museum.
Tell us about the museum.
Okay, the museum is actually located right by the Staten Island Ferry, a walking distance, and 22 million people take the Staten Island Ferry on a regular basis, a lot of tourism from all over the world, and they'll walk over to the museum. And but a lot of people don't know about us, and it's part of education to be able to get the word out. But the museum is about lighthouses throughout the nation. We have about 600 lighthouses left and about 15,000 lighthouses in the world.
Wow. So we're here to talk festivals. Tell us about your event.
Okay, well, we've been having a maritime festival for about 7 years now, 6 or 7 years, and we wanted to put a new twist on it with the DEI rules of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We felt we needed to broaden our perspective on bringing people to the site. So what we did was we realized that lighthouses are international. So you can go to any part of the world and there are lighthouses there guiding all the ships into ports worldwide. So we thought if we could only build lighthouses, structures, and use that to tie in the entire project, that would be really great. And that's what we're doing. So we're very fortunate to have interns that are working with us from Pratt Institute that are going to help us with 3D development of all these lighthouses worldwide. So we're going to tie in the all our community, which is very diverse, and we're going to be looking at bringing in the culture of the community, which includes music, dance, art, and a lighthouse.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
that's the connection. So we think that this is going to be an exciting opportunity to bring our culture together locally and internationally.
Okay, so if you are new to the festival, like I would be, I step outside of my Uber. What am I going to see? What am I going to smell, meaning food? And what am I going to hear, meaning music?
Well, I think you're going to see a cultural mishmash of different cultures throughout the entire world. I think you'll see Turkish people in costume and smell Turkish food. I think you'll see the Black history coming out in different booths there. You'll see some Sri Lankan, some Liberian foods. I think you're going to get a real interesting mix of smells. And also, I think you're going to get a very cultural presentation of music because each group will be looking at all the cultural institutions that exist right now in Staten Island, and we're asking them to now partake in bringing that culture to this festival, along with a lighthouse parade of international lighthouse parade of lighthouses from those cultures.
Yeah, that sounds. I mean, I've only been in two lighthouses my whole life, and I mean, I think you could probably do a worldwide lighthouse tour. Some of them, I'm sure, are private and privately owned, and you can't get into all of them. But you hit me with Turkish food. I'm like already smelling the spices. I'm ready to go as it goes through there. Linda, you've touched on the importance of this for your community, but what is the importance of this event for you?
The importance of this event for me is something that I always wanted to see happen. Someone who came to me back a long time ago had wanted to see this become international. she felt lighthouses were very important worldwide. And also Princess Anne, Her Royal Highness, just came to the museum. Actually, she is our patron for expanding our museum to the next building. And she is a worldwide lighthouse aficionado, and she has taken on the museum as it's one of her 200 projects worldwide. She would like lighthouses recognized and preserved throughout the world. So this is a piece of how we can now tie everything together. And of course, the princess is important to us. She's just visited the museum in October. We're very honored to have her from Buckingham Palace be part of our worldwide outreach.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, Linda, this is the segment of the show where you get to ask me any question that you want. What question would you ask me?
Oh, well, tell me more about your show. I mean, I'm coming here. I'm not even sure you're from where.
Yeah,
so where you're from.
Yeah, originally from Kansas in Nashville. And, started this show during COVID because we wanted to keep touring and playing across the U.S. And there were so many different venues that had so many different outlooks. Some were very positive and they were looking for proactive ways to continue to keep their doors open: clubs, restaurants, casinos, bars. And then there was a lot of negative, we're going to shut down, we're going to have to close. And a lot of creative ideas were being thrown out there. We wanted to create a platform where we could share those creative ideas and help doors stay open. So that's really where the show started from. And then really we expanded it to festivals because, we all enjoy a festival. We like going, we like performing at one, you like coordinating and organizing one. There's a reward in it for everyone. And what we find, and science will just back this up time and time again, is there is health and there is power in community. And when you get people together, good things happen. And we just want to see that continue. And we want our listeners, I want my listeners to experience new things. I love meeting new people, new venues, new festivals, new fairs. We just love meeting, and it's just a great thing to be able to share that. So we want to share that with our listeners. And so, that's what we do.
Sounds good. Sounds like you have a good plan, a good way of communicating to your community. And that's wonderful. You don't have lighthouses out there, but I'm sure you have some great festivals too.
We do. Actually, in Kansas on a lake, there is a lighthouse. I'm trying to think I think it's called Lake Afton, if I remember right. I think there's a lighthouse at Lake Afton. I have no idea. It may not be officially on your register. Maybe, I don't know what the deal is, but we do. All right, Linda, how do people find out more about your museum, what you do, and also your festival so we can have this multicultural food event explosion?
Sounds like a great idea. If that could happen, I would love to see it happen. And you can find out more about us on our website at lighthousemuseum.org, or come visit. I mean, if you come to New York, that would be great to take the Staten Island ferry, which is free. And we're right next to the ferry, so you just have to walk over, about a 2-minute walk. So the next time you guys come to the East Coast, please don't forget us. You get to see the Statue of Liberty as you're crossing. And the Statue of Liberty, by the way, did you know, was a lighthouse at one point under the jurisdiction of our site. Our site is the site of the U.S. Lighthouse Service General Depot, where all lighthouse operations centered for the entire United States. So we are out there, and we'd love to have visitors come by.
That'd be perfect. Thanks for joining us today, Linda. I appreciate you.
Okay, and you have a great day. And where I'm wearing my little winter stuff, and you look like you're in summertime. We're getting a nor'easter over here.
It's quickly approaching golf season around here, so we're excited.
Yes, so be well. Come visit.
Thanks to you.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine.